So as I'm getting ready for an early lunch here, I want to talk about a concept of, in all Eastern philosophy, or most Eastern philosophy, and in Western neuroscience, they talk about present moment as being the most, making lunch here, so same time. The present moment being where all of the energy is. Everything exists in the present moment, so all of our calm, harmony, and inner peace that we're seeking, we think is out there, is actually within this present moment. But I feel like that's a pretty hard thing to get to. So in Eastern philosophy, even though it's fully present right there and easy to do, it's also hard to get to. So a lot of Eastern concepts, Eastern philosophies have the concept, like Buddhism, for example, of the raft, right? So the practice is the raft that gets us to the other side. So where we are now, right, the other shore across the water is, let's call it the present moment, even though it's where we are. It's a play on words, right? But to get there, we use the raft, which could be Buddhism, which could be Taoism, which could be any Western neurology tools that get us to the present moment. And from that present moment, then we just be, because all of our tools are fully present where we are. But sometimes the hardest part is getting there. So, for example, like in Taoism, and certain practices within Taoism, probably Buddhism as well, in other Eastern areas that are similar, they have the concept of, as a raft, sort of the five elements, right? The 5-element phase, the 5-element theory. And with that 5-element theory, we can extrapolate and use examples of things that help us, almost like metaphors, that help us guide our actions so that we end up getting into the present moment more easily. For example, we might say, like, imagine fire is here, the 5 elements. We have an element of fire in the heart, an element down low below in the kidneys, and back of water. So fire and water, they balance, right? And if we feel too much heat rising, we can do like a waterfall sound. The idea, we bring coolness back. And if we physically get too hot, we can bring cold, we'll take a cold shower or whatever, hydrate. So the idea that we use the elements as a focal point, as like a raft to get to the present moment, is a pretty helpful one. So experiment with, that's a really simple, it's 2 of the 5 elements, right? But they're the foundational elements, sort of, you could even say like yin yang. So cooling kidneys, energy brings more yin or calming. Fire, more heat and rising. So to feel, as summer comes, we feel more rising energy. We need to balance that out. When the 2 elements or polarities get balanced out, we appear immediately, we awake to the present moment. When we awake to the present moment, then we have all of our skills available to us. So practicing the raft or the craft, the infrastructure to get us to balance those polarities, pulls us into the present moment. Give it a try. Let me know what you think.